So I literally just got done, like literally, like totally literally, watching the Halloween 2018 trailer. Comes out October 19th, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Myers, and a bunch of people I've never heard of before. So let's just put it that way. And about a week ago or so, my buddy, Hey Internet Eric here, and if you don't know who he is, go subscribe to him. Good guy. He's got a really dry wit, like his dry taint and his, dry demeanor, and he's just dry, but he's funny dry, okay? He's not funny when he's wet. That sounded all kinds of wrong, and I apologize for it already. But he's like, you should do a reaction video to it, and I'll do a reaction video to it. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And he's like, and then, next week we got to go dig up that body because I hear Sex with the Dead is awesome. And I'm like, I'm so fucking in. It's not even funny. High five. We high five on the way to the graveyard. We just don't stop. We do before we dig up a body and have sex with it. Who's had some caffeine today? Just a little bit of Starbucks. It's my. Come on, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get right into the trailer. I'm not gonna show it because I don't know how. I do everything off a phone. I can't show the window of the trailer, but whatever. So here's the wrap up of the trailer and my overall impressions of it. Starts off in Haddonfield this year, actually. So it takes place in the future because right now it's the June the 8th or something like that. So it's in the future. It's a futuristic film, and three very stupid British people. Probably the dumbest people in Britain. I think most of them are smarter than Americans anyway, but they found the three dumbest ones to come over here and decide to do a documentary on the 40th anniversary of the Haddonfield murders, which, okay, by taking out part 2, it's not that big of a fucking deal, these murders. He killed 3 people, essentially, then. Actually 4, because if you think about it, he killed his sister, Michael Myers did, on Halloween night in the 60s, and they don't care about that anymore. He also killed a truck driver or something like that in the first one. Remember, he's laying in the back of a pickup truck with a little bit of blood on him, just kind of like this. So they forgot about that guy because he's probably homeless and he doesn't matter to anybody. Suburban teens matter. And then he killed the 3 teens. Okay, fine. Why would that was my first thing in my head was like, I know you have to put logic out the window sometimes with this shit, but it's like, why would a British documentary crew go, there's lots of murders. You ever hear about those, 22 decapitated Asian girls in America, right? We should do a documentary on it. I think we really should. Yeah, they've never found any of their eyes. They found all of their heads. But you know what I'm thinking? Let's go to, Haddonfield, Illinois, and, investigate those 3 teens that were killed back in, how was it, 40 years ago or something? Right, let's go do it. I mean, we'll get funding, I'm sure. I mean, Dahmer, it's been done. John Wayne Gacy, done. Boring. He only killed like 33 boys and stuffed them under, his basement. That's in Illinois. We could make a pit stop. But let's investigate these lame murders from a long time ago. It's like, why even make a documentary on it in the first place? But I know it has to be a new angle. So these geniuses decide what they're going to do is go to the prison. See, they've changed it now. So Michael Myers didn't burn in a fire. He's nobody's brother. He's nobody's sister. He's just Michael Myers. The only change that they've made is Michael Myers is now homosexual. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. You caught it from the trailer. He walks sassy in this one. He's not having it. He's watched RuPaul's Drag Race. The first time he puts his mask on this trailer, he's like, Michael Myers is fagging it up. All right? But okay, whatever. So the British crew gets there and they decide to go to the prison, and the prison thinks it's a great idea. Why not? Why not just go let the bunch of British people piss off their most psychotic prisoner who is like evil? And then they do the one scene that's kind of funny that's been done in so many horror movies. I'm sure it was done in a horror movie a long time ago and it was scary, but now it's just kind of silly, where you have a bunch of crazy people all around the main crazy person, and every time somebody normal walks in, they'll go they're like hopscotching and shit. It's like, come on, you ever been to a real crazy house? Don't worry about if I have or not. They ain't like that. They're Xanaxed up. They're sitting there, they're drooling and shit like that. I'll believe that. They're farting. They're got diarrhea and shit like that. Like, fine. Okay, I buy that. Not that they're, being like, they're like fucking children off their Adderall or something like that. It's like these little ADD kids who are grown up now. So they got a bunch of, prisoners. I don't know if it's like a mental ward or a prison, but I'm guessing a prison because, they got guns and everything on them all the time. So these 3 British people, like, Michael, we've come to talk to you because once there was a British guy hunting you, and we think we just keep up the tradition of really annoying you. I get that's what's bothering him. British people have been bothering Michael Myers. You guys need to stop it. Remember the British doctor from the original? He was just pissed off. Maybe he was just pissed off. Maybe he's like British phobic or something like that. I'm not for that. I am for the Brits. Sexy Monkey, I love him. Jules, Zero Filter, I love you all. But maybe in this movie, Michael Myers, he's a little, sounds Myers. What is that? Is that German? Maybe he's afraid of Jews. Maybe there's something going on there. But so he's standing. By the way, he's supposed to be 60 in this movie. The guy looks 30. Okay, the guy who's standing, he's like this, like standing there, sassy. He's like, and they walk up to him. like in the prison yard or whatever. And they're like, Michael, we've come to talk to you. We have something for you. The dog is barking, like the prison dog, like hawks are flying over and shit. And the prisoners are jumping up and down all spastic. Time to leave. That's right, the time to leave. If I was there, like, yeah, you got this documentary camera crew. You want to work with us? Sure. You want to shoot some footage of Michael Myers' crazy killer? Who is he? Killed 3 teenagers in the 70s. Fucking, I don't know why we're doing this, but okay. And then I get there, and the hawks are circling, and, fire starts to bubble up, and the mental patients are jumping up and down. I'm out. Bye. You guys have a fun time. You keep going. Bye. Yeah, no, somebody else film. I'm going to put the camera right here. So they do that. And then the guy, the main documentarian or whatever, he goes, Michael, I have something I think you want to see. And he pulls his dick out, and Michael's like, yes, please. No, I'm kidding. I'm telling you he's gay in this, but I got a theory there. So he's like, I got something you want to see. And he pulls out of his man purse Michael Myers' mask, which looked pretty badass. It looked scary, frightening. Not like, remember what has happened in all these other sequels where he had like a Michael Jackson mime mask, like, and then he's had these other weird incarnations of masks that were not scary. They were just funny. It was just like, if that guy was fucking chasing me right now with that mask on, I would stop and I would laugh. He'd be confused. He'd be like, ready to do this. I'd be like, seriously, dude, with that mask, that's not scaring me at all. Get a creepy clown or something. So then they pull out the mask and Michael just stands there, and then something happens and they cut and there's a bus crash of some kind. Like, so the prison bus crashes. Why are they transferring him at this point? He's 60. What the fuck is he supposed to do? And by the way, I'm saying he looks 30. He doesn't look 60. I've seen 60-year-olds. There's some in good shape, but not like, sitting there striking a pose in the middle of a Vogue fucking courtyard. But whatever. So then the bus crashes over, and of course he escapes, and he's hobbling because he's old now. He's like, oh shit, let's get that bitch sister of mine. Oh, she's not my sister anymore. Whore, I don't care. I'm gonna get her. I'm coming for you, honey. So it probably took him. This crash probably took place in October 2017. He just made it on foot this year. He just made it on foot now. He's still walking. He's like, here I come. Here, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. It's Halloween. It's my time of year. I'm sorry. It's really like, it's Halloween. I'm feeling festive. Where's my mask? So somehow he crashes. He gets out. And then you see the next shot. They're in this like gas station. He's killed the gas station guy because he needs a sassy jumper. And where else is he going to get a sassy 70s jumper but an old 70s gas station that he just happened to find? So he goes in there and he takes the guy's clothes off. Don't you think you could steal it out? I mean, you're Michael Myers at this point. You could just like break into a store, kill 8 people, and like fucking put it on and shit like that. He's got to strip a man. I'm just saying. I want to check that guy's butt. I want to know if there was he raped? Because I'm thinking he's been in prison for a while. This could be very, very possible. I think so. So then the main documentary guy sees, the gas station guy laying there in the trailer. He's like, ah! The girl is in the nastiest bathroom in the planet. The girl who's got to be a girl screaming and shit like that. She's in the documentary crew. She's sitting there and she's pissing and she's, she's looking around. Michael comes in, decides to drop teeth on her, just like, bitch. Because she's a girl, he hates her. Slut. And then all of a sudden he reaches under her and like pulls her. And then I think he just like kind of like girl kicks her a little bit, like, And then it cuts to Haddonfield, Illinois, my hometown. I missed it fondly. I haven't been there in a long time. Gotta go visit. And you see that, the teens are walking. And apparently, every other suburb in every other state, every hillbilly suburbs, don't matter. Again, they have cars when they're 16, 17, 18 years old. It might be a beat-up car. It's not going to be an Acura or anything, something new. But fuck, they've got cars. Nobody in Haddonfield who's a teenager drives. Did you ever notice that? They never drive to school. They're all walking all the time. They walk like 5 miles to school. They're backwards in Haddonfield. Am I wrong? Every movie, they're all, it's Halloween, let's walk. Come on, it's cold. It's cold on Halloween. What the fuck are you talking about? You're from Illinois. I'm from Illinois. It's cold. You don't be outside Halloween. There's a rare, 70-degree one, but that's rare. No cars. So they need to open an auto lot over there because they don't have any. And then the girl they're like, well, she goes, this time of year, everybody in my family gets weird. And her, little slut friend, because there's always a slut friend, it's like, ooh. She's like, really? Yeah. You're, she doesn't do that, but I can't help it. She's like, ooh, well, your grandma's, Laurie Strode. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, there's a guy, I want to fuck him. And she's like, yeah, but, she's just cuckoo. And then you cut to Laurie Strode's house, who is now some crazed survivalist. Like, she's got secret passages and all this, and she's like shotgunning mannequins in her yard. That's time to lock her ass up. If she was my neighbor, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, that crazy bitch is outside again shooting mannequins. Listen, this has been going on for how many years? 30 years now. Tell her to move. Why is she staying here? And then they cut, then the girl, one of the slut friends, like, I thought that was her brother, baby. She doesn't do it. I just can't help it. She's like, I thought that was her brother. Ooh. And then the good girl, she's a virgin. She's like, well, she's wearing like a nun gear or something. They might as well. She's like, it's not her brother. That's something, somebody just made up. That explains all the sequels away that came after the original. It's like, fuck it. No, somebody made it up. That whole thing was a psychotic's dream or something. Might as well have gone with that. And then it's a series of shots, actually really cool. I mean, the mask helps a lot. And then Laurie Strode's running around town with a gun, and she's like, get inside, get inside, get inside. I think she was after the black kids. I'm not going to say anything. Black Lives Matter. Stop it, Laurie Strode. I think you're a little racist. I think so. There's lots of black children Halloween now. I just noticed it. It's true. I've never seen it. It was all white town until about, a year ago now? Welcome, but shit, I thought black people were smarter than this. It's a horror movie. Get the fuck out. Let the white people die. What's wrong with you? But they all decided we got to be in on this too. It's like, okay. So she goes up to a cop, and I guess it's one of the first murders because you can kind of tell. And the bus crashes. She goes to her daughter's house. She's like, the bus has crashed, and her dummy daughter is standing there like, what bus? What do you think she's talking about? The CTA lady, the fucking local bus taking somebody. An old lady tripped and broke a hip on the bus and it crashed. It's your mom. You've lived this whole entire life with her. Michael's coming back. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up. Michael Jackson's dead. Not Michael Jackson, you stupid little bitch. your uncle, well, fake uncle. People made it up. Just ignore it and go with it. So then you got a shot of him up in the window. Laurie takes a gun, blasts someone in the face. Not the first time Michael got blasted in the face after all those years in prison. But she blasts him in the face. She's running around. It looks really actually kind of creepy. And the last shot's creepy where there's the slut girl. I think it's the slut girl. I don't think it's a good girl. I can't tell. They're all blonde. I don't know what's going on. But is babysitting a black child, or it's a black child she kidnapped? I think that's it. I think the daughter is deranged now. The granddaughter. Like, she just kidnaps black children, pretends she's babysitting all the time. It's not even Halloween. It's probably Christmas. They're all just nuts. They probably put decorations up just to run amok. Shit like that. It's Hanukkah. I keep saying they should make a movie called Hanukkah with Michael Meyerstein. The only way to stop it is to throw pennies. I'm gonna get in trouble again. But yeah, it looked actually really, really good. The original theme song's back. I'm a big horror fan, and I'm actually pretty stoked to see it. I just hope I didn't see the entire movie in the trailer once again. I usually watch the trailer just once, and then I just bow out of it. So that's how it is. Am I impressed? Yeah, I kind of am. With what they had to work with, the mess that the series has been, I'm kind of surprised. That I have to give the guy credit. I thought he was going to do a horrible, horrible job. I haven't seen it yet, obviously. But it looks pretty promising. It looks pretty batshit, and anything batshit, bloody, violent, and sassy I am for. And I'm going to drag Stevie with me because he's the most fun person to watch a horror movie with. Go with a gay guy because he will scream. And it's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your entire life. We saw Strangers 2 together, and I planned that shit. He's like, I want to go see that musical. I'm like, we're not seeing no fucking musical. And he's like, what are we seeing? Oh, horror movie. Okay, I'm down. Free dinner. I'm there. So we go, and he screamed the whole time. Like, every time a mask would pop out of nowhere, he's like, ah! Then he just got annoyed by the girl running around in the movie Strangers 2. He kept calling her Katie Holmes. He's like, oh, shut up, Katie Holmes. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Hide. Kill her. She's getting my nerves. Oh, God, here she is again. She's the worst actress on the planet, don't you think? He actually leaned over to me at one point. I know it's, again, tangent. But he leaned over to me at one point. He's like, I love the mom in this film. I'm like, really? Why do you love the mom's film? He's like, she looks like Anne Margaret from the 70s. I'm dying. I'm like, that's enough. That's enough gayness for today. I can't take any more. If I get any more, I charge $100. But I'm excited about the Halloween movie, and yeah, sassy Michael Myers is back. He's not having it. He comes out of the closet, literally. Gay. It's a gay movie. I'm telling you. At the end, the girl's sitting there. She can't close the closet door because she's all, weak from sex or something like that. And she's like, and the little black boy sitting there like, what the fuck's going on? He sits up. You notice that in the trailer. He's like, oh, fuck that shit. He's like peeping the shit early on. He's like, bitch, can't close the door. Something's behind that door. And she opens it, and Michael Myers comes out. Hi! She's like, ah! And the little boy's like, ooh, there's a crazy fag in the house. Help, help. And that's the end of the trailer. Okay, go watch the trailer. Tell me your thoughts. And now I'm going to poop.